Hey, this is Dakota from Silent Theory, and you're listening to Backstage Pass. Trimmer. I'm just kidding.
Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is Backstage Pass. Tonight we're at the Smiling Moose with Silent Theory. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're talking with Dakota tonight. How's the tour been going so far?
It's been going good. We've had a great turnout. This is our first time kind of out this way to the East Coast. We wanted to see if we could push this far out east and see what the draw would be. We did have a bit of a debacle this last night. Discrepancies got hit by a drunk driver, so they won't be with us for the rest of this tour. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't try to promote the shit out of their merch and get all their stuff sold out, because they deserve everybody to go to their stuff and buy theirs, because the money they were making on this tour prior was killing it. So they were absolutely crushing it so far. So it really is a bummer. But yeah, the tour is going great. Super good.
Okay. How's the reaction from the new album for the fans?
It's been good. It's been probably the best so far. I would say probably since Delusions, people have been kind of boasting about this album, I would say. It's been... I don't want to say I expected it, because it sounds a little like braggadocious, but I was kind of more on the like, I think the fans are going to love this album, and to see that they've responded the way they have just was more like vindication that I was right. This is a killer thing that we were making when we were doing it, because it wasn't like as we were making it we were like, oh, this might not be it. We were like, oh, this is some good songs, man. You know what I mean?
I noticed the first week you guys charted number 6 on iTunes.
Oh yeah, that was incredible.
I think it debuted at number 2.
Number 2, I think, is the final debut. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right, because I've never seen our stuff on like the homepage of iTunes. So when we went onto the homepage of iTunes and saw it right there in the playlist thing, I was, yeah, it's really cool. It was really, really cool. Yeah, great start to the album cycle for sure.
Now, with this new album, I've noticed that you're kind of like rapping less and singing more, and it's more aggressive and stuff. Is that something you guys decided to do on this album, like move away from some of that?
Yeah, correct. So we got a lot of input early on in the writing process that kind of maybe sticking to a structure that is a little bit more towards the modern age of music as opposed to what I was doing prior, but also keeping a lot of that heart from what we were doing initially, because I kind of grew up in hip-hop, so it'd be weird for me to lose any of that, but at the same time I don't want to come off as corny either, because I know that can eventually get to that route. So I thought in this album I would try to switch it up, and I went a lot more with my gut on a lot of stuff on this one, but that's not to say that the rapping is ever going to cease. Like, I'm always going to have a couple tracks on the next iteration of albums that is going to have some of that, but I wanted to showcase a little bit more of what I've been learning over the last couple years, which has been the singing, the growling, the deeper guttural vocal, because I felt like I was a one-trick pony with just the fry scream and the rapping, so I tried to really raise that repertoire a little bit.
On this tour, what's your favorite song from your set list to play live?
I say it every night. I've got two, kind of. One is Before the Storm. I think Before the Storm is just a lot of fun. I like the way that it grows, and then right in the bridge we get to tone it down, and you always get to hear that crowd explosion right when we pull it down to the bridge. And I have a chance to kind of address everybody. I just love that feeling. It just flows really well as a concert song. And then Shaking Cages, because when I announce Shaking Cages, that scream is so loud. And then when I finally kind of get that scream to hit them with that Just Yet, it's breathtaking to see how many people love that song. So yeah, that for sure, those two.
Okay. Let's see here. What else was it?
No, you're good. Keep it casual, keep it fluid.
Okay. What do you guys got planned for the fall and winter?
We don't like to typically tour in the winter. It's really difficult. It puts a strain because we have this bus, obviously trying to get through passes. When you're in the Pacific Northwest or the West Coast, like, for instance, one of our big ones is like Denver. Going from like Salt Lake to Denver is a horrible drive, especially in the winter. So we typically don't like to tour in the winter. But we do really like the springtime and kind of end of summer, like festivals and stuff like that. That's typically when you're going to find us trying to be active. And then for the fall, we do have some music that's about to be released. So even though we just released an album, we've got more stuff coming down the pipe in the following months here coming up. So right out of winter going into spring, we're going to have a lot of stuff.
So those are kind of like tracks that aren't on the album?
No, they're tracks that we just rewrote, like that we just wrote. So like we're working with some friends of ours in the Beer Union, and we've got some other tracks that we are going to go ahead and write. We're also doing some more acoustic stuff too that we'll initially announce here soon. But yeah, that's kind of all that we've got leading up right now. But then we do have some shows and stuff that we do have some confirmations that we'll announce here soon too. So a few things.
Where can we find you at? Facebook, Instagram?
Oh, all of it. So Facebook, Instagram, I know it's Twitter or X or whatever you call it now. I would say YouTube and Spotify are the two that we get the most engagement from for most people. But yeah, YouTube, Facebook are the ones where you'll find us in the comments, like usually talking to you and stuff. A lot of interaction through those two.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. Catch us on tour if you're still if you're going to release this before we're finished. We've only got a few more dates left, but if you do release it beforehand, just come check us out.
Lost that spot I picked up. I'm going to keep fighting fires till someone finds us. I'm sure it won't be long now. And I'm going to keep shaking till parts are flying us. Only worry if there's much of me left. This is my list, don't you think it was